sense of a team's true identity.
Well, not this early in the season. I'd say at least a quarter of the way through it. That's when you kind of get a sense of a squad's chemistry.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. Reed out there with Durham. And it's Harris in at the 3. Now Cunningham. Following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. Pass to Ingram. McCollum outside to the middle. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And Murray just determined to produce on that play.
Looking at DeJounte Murray, it's amazing, Bren, how well he recovered from a serious injury just a few years ago.
You never know how a guy is going to bounce back from an ACL injury and a complete year off from basketball, but he is back to full strength, and he has been awesome. And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
And so McCollum will bring it up for New Orleans. Tice with a screen on Cunningham. McCollum, no good. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Harris passes to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, it's good signs.
Now here's Murray. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. McCollum against Cunningham. Reed kicks to Harris. Cunningham against McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Ingram with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Comes up empty down low.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Here's Harris. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
I think just size right there paid dividends.
For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. McCollum finds Williamson. Kicks it out to McCollum. Buries it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Ivy. 9 points last game out. Reed the pass to Ivy. Reed a screen on Murray. The shot by Ivy, no good.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And it's Williamson missing.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Ray, you look at Detroit from a raw talent perspective, they're loading up well.
Absolutely. They're pretty well balanced between what they give you on the perimeter and some of the interior force that these guys could play with, adding pieces each year in the draft, and now it's about fitting those pieces together. They have a very bright future.
Jones checked in for Ingram. And the dunk by Williamson.
Try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
Reed a screen. Cunningham with it. Now defended by Williamson. And the dunk by Reed.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pelicans trail by 3. Williamson in the post. Reed on him.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Sinks the three-pointer.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And when Zion Williamson, Brent, is on the floor, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, but we got to keep him on the floor. That's the way that not only Zion's going to improve, but this is the way this team has a pathway to the playoffs.
Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans. And then for Detroit, Stewart's checked in for Paul Reed. Thompson comes in for Harris. And it's Malik Beasley in for Ivy. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Green's checked in. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And a moment now to look at the stats for C.J. McCollum. Good season for him last year. Put up about 21 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And again, Detroit turns it over.
Substitution on the court.
The Pelicans trail. Buries it down low. Alcoan's got 7 points in the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Thompson passes to Harris. Takes a 3. He can't get it to go. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. New Orleans on top. They lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
Sliding in at the wing spots, it's McCollum and Jones. Javonte Green is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Alvarado in at the point. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. You can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Now, Alvarado. He has yet to score. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Harris a screen. Beasley outside. A three-pointer, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Reed, he's checked in for Detroit. Jaden Ivey comes in for Malik Beasley. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pelicans have a lot of weapons offensively, but there seem to be enough touches to go around. Coach Willie Green said there's a trust factor. All those guys, they go out and trust each other. It might be one guy's night in this game, and there might be someone else in the next game. They always just want to make the right play. Kevin?
Yep, thanks, D.A. Good stuff. Now, here's Ivey. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Out to Harris from the arc. Green with the rebound. And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, Greg, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Javonte Green. New Orleans moving the ball around. It's good from long range. Murray's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
And Thompson kicks to Harris. It's Reed, high post. Pass to Ivy. Second chance effort. Reed the pass to Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He's a good free throw shooter. Tobias Harris smartly looking to get in there and find some easy points from the line.
The Pistons have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Javonte Green comes in for McCollum.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Harris. Reed, a screen on Williamson. Harris, and the dunk by Reed.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Herbert Jones. And then for Detroit, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart, and it's Cunningham in for Tobias Harris. The Pistons trailing, and you look at Jaden Ivey, Brent. First of all, he gives you great size in the backcourt.
Well, what anybody guarding him would tell you, Kevin, is he brings unreal athleticism. His first step is lightning quick.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Brandon Ingram at that size constantly has a shooting window that's open.
They get a hand on it. Here's Reed. Now the pass to Duren. Here's Cunningham. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Kept alive. Pelicans leading by 4. To the inside. In the corner, Ivy with it. Reed a screen. Cunningham for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cunningham's got 8 points.
And I think when Cade keeps it simple like that, good things happen.
Ingram dishes to Green. Murray with the bounce pass. Williamson double teamed. Green kicks to Ingram. Alvarado passes to Williamson. 5 on the clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Cunningham for 3. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big-time 3 to take the lead at the buzzer.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Welcome to the...
Hey, yo, their offense has been clicking. They're making the right reads, and they're making the most of their opportunities.
I like their aggressiveness, not just taking what the defense gives them, they're taking what they want.
And now, let's see what the NBA power rankings are starting to look like.
I think for Detroit, they take a dip in the power ranking.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And Detroit looking at who they've got. Guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. Harris is out there with 3. And it's Duran in at the 5.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
Hey, Brent, looking at the Pistons franchise, the rebuild process has been a long one.
Yeah, it's been over 10 years, Kevin, since this team has won their last playoff game. But you do have to be excited about the level of talent that these young guys have, and really compartmentally they fit together. So that streak is going to come to an end soon.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, Detroit. A 2-point game. McCollum deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Tice sets a screen for McCollum from the stripe, and he connects with the jumper. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and C.J. cashes in.
Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. Second, the Pelicans.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now here's Murray. He has 7. Harris outside. Dishes it to Reed. Ivy against Murray. High post shot. Here's Duran. Up and in on the layup. Duran's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
McCollum kicks to Murray. McCollum against Cunningham. Here's Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. A nice shot by Reed.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Murray. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And so here is New Orleans. They trail by 3. Here's Tice. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jalen Duran. New Orleans shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big 3, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That'll be his second foul of the game. New Orleans making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and Detroit with a change here too. Thompson's checked in. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Ivy on the wing. Thompson inside the line. Excellent D that time from Jones. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Williamson in the post. Reed covering, and it's Williamson missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
McCollum kicks to Williamson. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? And it's good on the way in. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just always appreciate the way that C.J. McCollum is such a natural scorer.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Duran. The kick out to Cunningham. In the corner, Reed with it. McCollum against Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got 15 points.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
McCollum against Cunningham. Williamson with it. Over Reed, and it's Williamson missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now, here's Cunningham. Ivy passes to Duran, and Duran slams it in.
I like that from Ivy, making the right read in the two-man game.
Pistons.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
15
First free throw is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And so McCollum nails both of them.
And C.J. McCollum just relied upon for the incredible leadership qualities he possesses, and that kind of respect comes right away when C.J. steps into the locker room.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Pelicans trail by 8. Sharing the wing spots, it's Jones and Ingram. Trey Murphy is out there with Green, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Ingram dishes to Green. Out to Ingram. It's hauled in by Stewart.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pistons leading by 8. Beasley with the bounce pass. Stewart with the screen on Ingram. Inside. And the dunk by Stewart.
Stewart, even though he's built a little stocky, can get up off the deck, that time with a huge jam.
And here are the Pelicans. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Beasley against Murray. They kick it out to Green. Thompson with the rebound. Detroit's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Brent, here we are looking at the New Orleans Pelicans. It does seem like they are improving. What do you think?
Well, they made the playoffs in 2022 and the play-in tournament in 2023, but there's something that they haven't had on the floor that you feel like if that gets right, they're going to get right.
Jalen Duran, he's checked in for the Pistons. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pelicans trail by 10. And here is Murray. Green with a screen on Beasley to the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here is kicks to Thompson. Over to the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at it.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked them down.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Daniel Tice is checked in for Javonte Green. Zion Williamson comes in for Trey Murphy. And McCollum subbed in for Herbert Jones. Here's McCollum. That's tipped.
And that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
That one good for 2. And the Pistons lead by 13.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Down low, here's Reed. The Pistons working the ball around now. Reed a screen on Murray. 5 to shoot. Back to Cunningham. Over Murray. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And the Pistons making a change here. Harris is checked in. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, here's what Willie Green was doing in reviewing the plan with his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Murray electric that time, playing above the rim.
And it's Harris with the ball for Detroit. Ivy on the wing. Cunningham against McCollum. Cunningham passes to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And it's good for 2.
Not much you're going to do with Zion that close.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. It's stolen by Tice. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First team foul.
That free throw good from Williamson.
Love Zion's grit and determination. The thing about his NBA story has been easy to this point, but he hasn't let that stop him from trying to get out here and continuing to dominate.
Harris kicks to Cunningham. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in. And that is the kind of big-time shot that can really deflate a crowd.
And did he ever do that? Sound level right now, 0 in this arena.
Here's Ivy. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pistons.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Cade Cunningham.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Murray, good.
Murray with no problem forcing the issue that time and mixing it up inside.
Here's Duran. Pass to Cunningham. From downtown. That shot, no good. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.